Alright, it's fall here, and game one of the Equinox tournament that I participated in, highly ironically, my Dark Elves versus my opponent with High Elves, and the huge irony of this is that the guy that lent me his Dark Elf army was paired against me for the first round, and I had lent him my High Elf army, so I was using his miniatures, and he was using my miniatures, and we were playing against each other, which was great because he's a great guy, and obviously we wouldn't have lent each other our models if we were friends. And I'm just going to skip this first photo because it's obviously really blurry. Again, I'm using a borrowed camera for this, and many of the photos that you'll see during this event were extremely blurry, and you guys are going to have to bear with me. It's mostly the talking that matters, but at least you guys have got a bit of a visual cue. So just going to the next photo now. It's Dark Elves versus High Elves, still blurry photos, and he's taken a Star Dragon, no real infantry core. He's got white lines, he's got 2 units of archers, and that's his only infantry. I've got in my list a very balanced list, but a very points efficient list with Hydra, 2 Harpies, 2 Dark Riders, Cold One Knights, Chariot, big unit of 25 Spearmen because I've got a level 4 Sorceress with a Sacrificial Dagger, 10 repeated crossbowmen, 14 Blackguard with a BSB, always strikes first in the Blackguard, Ring of Darkness to help with the shooting from the BSB, Null Talisman of Magic Resistance 1, 2 Bolt Throwers, I've got the Hydra there, got an Assassin which usually hides in the Blackguard, and everything's deployed as you can see here, the Hydra in front of the forest, and the infantry ready to go through the center and really maul those white lines. And the advantage of playing against my own collection of models means that I'm pretty familiar with what they're weak against, although I never used the Star Dragon and my opponent has chosen to use the Star Dragon, so we'll see how that goes. On the other hand, he's got the Star Dragon right behind that hill in the background, and basically bolt throwers, infantry in the middle, and knights on either side. Next photo will show you his deployment. He's got 2 level 2 mages, Banner of Sorcery, 1 mage in each unit of archers, so really like the fact that he'd done that because it allowed me to really focus on his archers throughout the game and get rid of the mages that way, because the mages don't really have anywhere to hide. I know that very well due to having played this list myself, well, similar lists. He's got a unit of Dragon Princes on the far flank there, which aren't actually my miniatures. He decided to borrow somebody else's 5 Dragon Princes for some reason. But there you have it. Next photo shows you a bit of a better view of his left-hand flank here with the green Dragon Princes going around the left-hand flank. I haven't actually got anything on the left flank except for some Dark Riders to divert the Dragon Princes or shoot them, and some Cold One Knights. Everything else is focused on the middle here, heading forward. The plan here is really just to avoid the dragon, minimize its abilities to actually do damage, and really wipe out the rest of his troops to get the win. Got the shades in the forest, as you can see. Next picture, I'm moving forward here after his first turn, moving very aggressively past the chariot on the left. You can see that the Dark Riders and the Harpies on the left-hand side of the photo have moved past the chariot, avoiding its line of sight, allowing the Harpies to put pressure on the archers, possibly charging them, Dark Riders shooting them at close range. The chariot's in the forest, so that the chariot can't really charge it unless it wants to take D6 strength 6 hits. Shades are moving to the edge to shoot at the archers on the hill, and it's important that I focus most of my shooting on the archers on his hill there, so I can actually really wipe them out, get rid of that mage as soon as possible. I've got the 10 repeater crossbowmen in the foreground of the photo, at the bottom of the photo there, moving forward. They're in 2 ranks just because that'll allow them to shoot onto the hill. And all of my infantry are moving 10 inches forward just to close the gap. Sorceress wants to get in range to blast his archers with spells, and the Blackguard just want to hit the white lines as soon as possible. Obviously, the Blackguard against white lines are going to be a great matchup for me because I'm going first, hitting on 4s with rerolls, wounding on 3s, and I've got the BSB in there, and the White Lions, even though they have ASF, are lower initiative than the Blackguard, so that's a win for me. And he's still got his dragon defensively behind the hill to avoid the bolt throwers. And I think really with a dragon, a Star Dragon, since you've got so many points in it, you want to be doing damage as soon as possible, so defense may not be the best option with Star Dragons. Next photo, on the right-hand side flank here, I've got my Cold One Knights there, so that if he moves his Dragon Prince forward, he's obviously going to be able to, I'm obviously going to be able to charge him if I pass my stupidity check, and of course, I've got the Dark Riders to shoot at them, redirect them, do whatever. So I've got the right-hand flank under control. Next photo over here, what you can see is the Harpies and Dark Riders shooting at the archers, not really doing much damage, and of course the archers and mage there really should be able to see me off, because if I charge with the Harpies, he's going to ASF me and probably kill me. And if I charge with the Dark Riders, he'll probably shoot at me and kill some wound and get some wounds. So, not really the best, but I'm just trying to draw his attention away from the middle ground, at least with this particular unit here. Next photo, you've got the Shades moving out, doing some damage to the archers in the hill. Dragon really prepared to charge the Dragon Princes if they move forward. Sorry, I think I meant the Hydra there. The Hydra obviously in a position to really attack those Dragon Princes. 1 Hydra versus 5 Dragon Princes. Really the odds are in favor of the Hydra. So that prevents them moving forward and threatening my infantry in the middle. Next picture, what happens here is that he moves out aggressively with his dragon. For some reason, because I have the model for a dragon, I've got 2 rider models. He's chosen to take the mage on the dragon, even though that model's meant to represent the prince rather than a mage. That's cool. He's moved out with his dragon here for some reason.